I'm Max Garcia, and SEO Harry Potter movie marathon. So right now it is Tuesday night. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It is my spring break, so I thought, hey, why not just hold a binge watching marathon with a couple friends to watch all the Harry Potter movies, all 8 of them. It's gonna take around 19 hours. Here's the kind of list of the movie times. We're gonna start at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, so that's waking up early. Get that caffeine, maybe from Starbucks, which opens up at 5:30, and then end it off around 12 at midnight, maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m. at the most. Hopefully we don't pause too much and eat food. Hopefully we get to eat and enjoy the movies at the same time. So the reason why I'm doing this specifically is because I'm a senior in high school, and usually if this was a non-COVID year, my school would be hosting a field trip to Universal Studios. And in Universal Studios, there's the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And I've never read any of the books or watched any of the movies or read anything about Harry Potter. So I was like, let me get into this whole universe. It's the 3rd top grossing universe of all time, right behind Marvel and Star Wars. So I was like, okay, so a lot of people care about this, so let's see if I do. And I read the first book, and I was like, dang, this is good. And I read all the other books, except I stopped at the 7th, just because I've been running out of time. I've been scarfing down these books in the past, 2 months. And I got, a whole collection with cover art that was made in, 2018 that looks really cool. The first 3 books all go together, and then the second set of 3 go together, and then the 7th is by itself, the conclusion, the finale. So I bought all these books on Amazon, and I am not an avid reader. I never read. I'm like a neophyte when it comes to reading, and I actually enjoyed reading the series. Didn't make it through the whole series, almost did. Got through the biggest book, which is The Order of the Phoenix, 860 pages, and guess what? The longest book is the shortest movie. A lot of fluff in there, J.K. Rowling. Can't wait to watch the movies. So just a personal fact, I've actually never, I already said I never watched all the movies, but I've watched the first movie, because when I read the first book, Philosopher's or Sorcerer's Stone, I watched the movie right after I read it. So that one, I've already watched the movies, but for all the other ones, I've never watched the movies or seen any clips, so I'm excited. And I already got all my favorite snacks out, a couple of my friends' favorite snacks, and my girlfriend's coming over too. So I got Takis and sugar cookies and chocolate chip cookies, pineapple, cantaloupe, ramen soups. Should be good. Not gonna be a completely vegan day tomorrow, but who cares? And we are doing this marathon on the NBC's Peacock streaming platform. I'm getting the 7-day free trial, the $10 one without ads, because I'm just going to cancel it after this marathon. And I actually use cardboard to cover up the windows, because I don't want any sunlight showing through and just getting glare. So you're seeing my setup right now with all the pillows, and a bed is going to be in my living room just for the 19 hours or the 24 hours until I put it back. This should be fun, whole new experience, and a wizard, Harry. Let's get into this universe. So before I doze off and have Voldemort nightmares, I just realized that there's no Peacock Samsung TV app. So I'm kind of struggling on what to do here. As of right now, there's no native app to just click. There's Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, YouTube TV, etc. But no Peacock. So I found a way to do it, and that's to rent it from YouTube. Not that bad of a solution, but it now costs $28 compared to free for Peacock. For now. Peacock announced that it's eventually going to come to Samsung TVs, the app, but not for now. It's 4:22 a.m. I'm now going to go pick up a friend and my girlfriend. Let's see how that goes, and let's see what time Harry Potter movie marathon starts. My estimate's around 5:30 to 6, because it's hard to have motivation to wake up at 5 a.m. on a spring break. So we got Starbucks. It's now 6 o'clock and my friend still hasn't woken up yet. Starting at 6:30.
That's foreshadowing. They said in the office, right?
Yeah, and they're kind of the
Oh my
best.
god, look who it is. Holy crap, what a dude. It's Nate.
What is it? Nothing. Nothing, I'm fine.
8:30.
Are you gonna buy a low Nas shoes?
No.
Lord Voldemort will return. Very much alive. Harry Potter!
If it will allow me to breathe underwater for an hour, then great. But otherwise, I don't know about turning.
Dobby was supposed to be the one to tell Harry about the Gilliesweed, not
I'm
Neville.
sure about this now. Absolutely. For an hour. Most likely.
They took out Dobby out of this movie completely.
Well, there is some debate among herbologists.
Are you like so like fresh food?
6 o'clock and we're on the Order of the Phoenix.
What's life without a little risk?
And I read online when I searched up why was Dobby not included in the Goblet of Fire, that Dobby's also not really included in the Order of the Phoenix to tell Harry about the Room of Requirement. Disappointing. And I'll talk about the Room of Requirement later when all this is done. And I'll give all my thoughts.
As long as it takes the message to sink in.
You haven't given me any ink.
Oh, you won't need any ink.
Borgin and Burks. They form a passage. Ingenious.
The Harry Potter movie marathon is over for now. That's because we didn't get through all 8 Harry Potter movies. We got up to Half-Blood Prince, which means we have the 2 parts of the Deathly Hallows. So I'm actually going to read the 7th book and then watch the 2 parts with my friends. And that concludes the movie marathon. The snacks were fun, drinking water. Felt good to relax and just be in this whole new world. Things that just won't make sense in the books still won't make sense in the movies. Like why Hermione Granger was allowed to use a time turner after just 2 years at Hogwarts. Or the Order of the Phoenix ending with the prophecy. Like I understand the prophecy like has to be said in the series, but was that the best way to do it? How am I turning on? My bad. The funniest moments of the series really focus around Ron Weasley. Like in the book, like I'm not laughing that much at Ron. I'm more laughing at like Fred and George. But Fred and George are there in this book, but it's primarily Ron and his jokes as like a youngster in like the first couple years, and then as he grows up, is just so wicked. His jokes, man, it's just absolutely brilliant. I'm very disappointed that Dobby got completely stripped out of the plots for every single movie. So he's in Chamber of Secrets, like he doesn't have like the bush scene that's like from the book to the movie, but he's there. And then from then on, he doesn't appear, but he's in the title card for the 7th movie, so I'm pretty sure he's there. But for the 3rd through the 6th, he's supposedly working at Hogwarts, and he's not there. So all the times where he has to follow Draco Malfoy in the Half-Blood Prince, or when Hermione makes spew and Dobby just keeps on wearing all these hats, like it's comedic relief that I didn't miss, because the 5th and 6th movie are starting to get really dark. Especially the 6th movie is super like depressing, and the black and white is to make you just feel crestfallen. And I understand why, because it's getting to this ridiculous war and a lot of people are dying. I'm surprised they showed the actual bridge collapsing in the beginning of the 6th book. I didn't expect that. So The Chamber of Secrets is actually one of my favorite books, but it was definitely not one of my favorite movies. It was actually probably the worst movie. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, the pacing for that movie was awful. While the pacing for the Order of the Phoenix and the Half-Blood Prince, just benevolence, like amazing. I appreciated those movies, like 3 through 6. Just watching them like peacefully, I really enjoyed them. 2 was a struggle to get through, and 1 was just, you know, introducing to the whole wizarding world, very slow. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not too surprised because, you know, the movies had to cut down a lot on the plot. So like all the stories, like one time Hagrid went to like visit all the giants to try and convince them to join their side in like the war against Voldemort, and that's just like a 20-second story when it was, and it felt like a 20 minutes to like 30-minute story in the books. It's just interesting. So in the Order of the Phoenix, Rita Skeeter's role was like cut down so much. The house elf Wiggly, I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced, is cut out completely. Pidgeotton is not there at all. Yeah, because after Scabbers, which is Peter Pettigrew or Wormtail, leaves in the 3rd year, he gets Pidgeotton, but we never see Pidgeotton in the movies. Harry and Ginny's relationship, so cute. It happened really fast, all of a sudden, but you know, 6th book. And Hermione's and Ron's relationship started really early. I mean, it didn't start really early, but like the hint of it, like the foreshadowing started really early. And I didn't notice that in the book. I could be wrong because I read the books and then realized that they were getting together. So maybe I was looking for it more in the movies, but I just don't think it's that prevalent in the books, like them connecting. Cho Chang was an absolute joke. Cho Chang actually rattled on the Defense Association or Dumbledore's army instead of Cho Chang's friend. I thought that was an interesting mood. Cho Chang does kiss Harry Potter, but they never go on that Hogsmeade date. Butterbeer never gets mentioned. Maybe, I mean, it does get mentioned, but it's just like so passable.